The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users, on demand on iTunes, on demand on YouTube, on demand on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where I even post negative comments from Boaz Franco. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we are syndicated across the United States into 12 million additional households. And I'm getting dead air, which is deadly to us, Boaz. Where is my music? No music. Okay. Congress has a plan, ladies and gentlemen. Only yesterday, the President of the United States spoke to the nation and said Congress must come up with a plan immediately to come up with a bailout for Wall Street. Well, lawmakers have agreed on a bailout in principle. A bipartisan counterproposal to the Bush $700 billion financial bailout plan. Both parties and the House and Senate agreed to set a set of principles on revisions to the rescue plan, which calls for the Treasury Department to buy up bad mortgage securities from banks in an effort to get them to lend again. That was posted on CNNMoney.com. Now an update just handed to me by Alan Jacey says the GOP in the House says the Senate leaders spoke too soon when they said they had a deal because they want to give John McCain an opportunity to explore new ideas. Or as Sarah Palin says, we'll get back to you. But here's what I find very interesting. 166, I apologize, economists across the country said, hey, take it easy. Quit jumping the gun. Don't panic. Be happy. They wrote a letter to the House and Senate saying that it's not good to jump into this too quickly. They agree that the current financial situation is difficult and that there is need for bold action to ensure that the economy will continue to function, but they see three fatal pitfalls in Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson's plan. First, they say it's unfair. Quote, the plan is a subsidy to investors at taxpayers' expense. Investors who took risks to earn profits must also bear the losses. Interesting, huh? They took the risk. Don't they take the profits when they make profits? Don't they take the losses when they make losses? Why are they bailing them out and not the good people of the United States who they sold the money to, whose homes are being foreclosed? Secondly, they feel that the plan is ambiguous. Quote, neither the mission of the new agency nor its oversight is clear. And third, they believe that it fails to address long-term effects. For all their recent troubles, they write, America's dynamic and innovative private capital markets have brought the nation unparalleled prosperity. Fundamentally weakening those markets in order to calm short-run disruptions is desperately short-sighted. In other words, we are mortgaging our children's and our grandchildren's and our great-grandchildren's future. How is it that they come up with a plan? Okay, now they say that they were premature in announcing the plan. Okay, I'll grant them that. In less than 24 hours, when other issues that are of important consequence to the nation take months, years. I mean, they haven't been able to come up with a plan to say, oh, I don't know, overhaul the nation's medical insurance problems. That was only something that the Clinton administration put high on its agenda when it took office. Nothing's been done about that. In less than 24 hours, they come up with a plan to take back to the Treasury Department. Wow. It's interesting how fast they can get things done when they really need to or they really want to. But what about the fact that there are economists outside the government who are saying, let's slow down, let's not panic, let's take a look at this situation, let's allow for public input. God forbid they do that. Don from Chicago. Don, welcome to News Talk Online on Paltalk.com.
Well, Gary, I think that acting quickly or rashly is wrong. I believe that the whole concept here is essentially rewarding bad behavior. It's going to make whole the very people who are negligent or even willfully evil in their actions and self-serving rather than looking out for the interests of the people. I think the taxpayers here are getting a bad deal, and I oppose this whole thing. I believe that we need to step back, take a long-term view. I don't believe we're doing the right thing. I think that we did the wrong thing with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. They should not be in conservatorship. They should be in receivership. They have provided nothing to our economy. They have not provided affordable loans for anyone. They have, in fact, just simply concentrated the notion that we could securitize risky debt, siphon off the profits for the fat cats, and then give the losses to the taxpayers. And that's what we're seeing coming home to roost now. As a taxpayer, I resent that. And I fully believe that they're headed in the wrong direction. Instead of pursuing sound policy and long-term solutions, they're coming up with a short-term Band-Aid fix that's going